My name is Paul Bennett. I work at Maple City Rubber. Let's see, I started working at the Maple City Rubber Company um, in 2005 on a part-time status out here in the factory as I finished up college, and then after that I worked full-time out here, and then went away for a year following my actual degree, and then came back to work here. So I've been here since 2005, full-time since 2006-7 time frame, and so it's about almost 10 years now. My job title here at Maple City Rubber is I'm the Chief Operating Officer. Well, I have a lot of different things, but as I came through the company, I came through multiple different roles, coming from the technical process side of it, and also through the safety. I kind of continue those hats, and really, as the Chief Operating Officer, I have my hands in pretty much every part of the company. That's kind of changed with me a little bit, because historically there's been one main person who was the sales and the outside person, and then there was somebody else that was the quote unquote factory side as the operations person and stuff like that. But as this has migrated towards me, I kind of have merged those a little bit, where I'm able to have a more complete understanding of the market, the industry of balloons and everything else that is involved in that, but also still maintain focus on operations. Came here full time and got right into maintenance, which turned into I was promoted or changed to general manager within probably the first 16 months or so of doing that, mainly out of necessity. But because of the background in there with the technical process, I kind of kept I stayed part of that. And soon after that, the individual who was doing it, who was an integral part of developing all things here at Maple City Rubber, and the Tough Tex balloon primarily, his name was Dave Norris. He got sick and passed away rather quickly. Fast enough where we didn't really get anybody fully in his place before he was passed, and so that remained a big part of my job as I was migrating through and taking on the different responsibilities as the GM. I wanted to come work in this environment because of the family dynamic here. I didn't even think it existed really in this world anymore, to come somewhere like this and work, and really and truly enjoy it, and be around people you like every day, and have fun with it. And that doesn't mean necessarily just the fact that it was my new family that I was with. They actually did it, but also as the people that I was involved with here, as I got to know them over the time when I was working in this place and finishing up everything. I wanted to come back and be part of that. But what really and truly brought me back here is I wanted to be part of an American-made product. I think that it's important that we do continue to push, in this country to promote manufacturing here, and it is, kind of on its coming back into this country some more, and I wanted to be a part of doing something here, and that's what really brought me back, and what really brought me into this position is being an American manufacturer. The process of making balloons has definitely changed since Maple City Rubber started in 1915. At Maple City Rubber, our main product line, and really the one thing we really put out is the Tough Tex balloon line. And that balloon line really is a very high-end balloon. We try to, and of course I'm a little biased in this because this is what I do, but we try to put out into the market the highest quality balloon that anybody who was in the balloon industry would want to use. We're not beating everybody on price points or anything like that, but one thing we've always stayed true to is like I mentioned before, customer service and providing the highest quality product we possibly can. So as the economic downturns come and all the helium and things come, what we never really, not really, what we have never compromised is the quality and integrity of the Tough-Tex balloon line. It's a balloon that has the highest, well, again, in my opinion, not just my opinion, but industry known as one of the highest balloon color quality balloons, where it's very consistent and it has a very good color to it, where some of the competition that we would go against would be a cheaper balloon line, and their whole emphasis is on a price point. And we have just chosen with the Tough-Tex balloons to never compromise the quality of our balloon. So we don't always find most of our market in the traditional balloon setting, where you think of going to a birthday party or something like that, where there may be some balloon bouquets around here and there. We've really found a home with some advertising, where it's a very durable outdoor balloon where they can be used outside, but when I say durable, it's also used in other applications where if they were setting up for a movie set or something like that, and they're going to need multiple days with the same balloons, they don't have to worry about, you know, setting up and taking them down and stuff like that. They've been used in a lot of those avenues, but also we're finding a lot of usage in almost like a ball, where they'll they'll use them for balloon drops a lot of times, and really you know, at concerts and stuff, if you ever seen one of those around, they they drop from the ceiling, and there you go. So because of their durability, they've been used in many different applications. Being a balloon manufacturer, the kind of you get a different conversation. Let's say, you know, even with my kids love that, you know, their dad makes balloons. They're still little, they're still young, and you know, maybe, you know, some, you know, dads can do no wrong at that age maybe until they figure that out. But they love it. You know, they love saying their dad makes balloons. They love kind of what it gets them into, the fact that, you know, if the school needs something, or they know we are able to bring them the balloons, they use them in these applications, and they're proud of that. You know, that's their thing, and not just that, but I mean, there's really a kid in all of us that kind of gets into it, you know, or you get a kick out of, you know, seeing the balloons on a set, or being used somewhere, or even just, you know, in the balloon drop, and then chaos ensues. But, you know, it's fun to be a part of that. Well, yeah, my family has been a part of this company since it started in 1915. My now wife was a salesperson here. You know, my father-in-law worked here also at that point in time, and so it really literally was family. But beyond that, it was as much of a family as you can really be a part of and not be your family. We took everybody's birthday as serious as their parents or kids did. You know, if you worked here and it was Friday when it was your birthday, we're going after work, or we'll you know, blow up balloons. Imagine that, and put them at your desk, and there'll always be a cake there, and there'll always be a big deal over every single thing that we possibly could. And the people who work here live here, and so when they're in the community, they can talk and have pride in where they work, and not feel like it's a second-rate kind of place. And when they say they work at Maple City Rubber, people are like, oh, that's fun. How is that? And they're like, it's great. And that's what we try to achieve. So we'd been through, you know, there's been many economic hardships that come through over 100 years, but our most recent hardship that came about was not specific to Maple City Rubber, but one that really hit the entire balloon industry, and that was in 2012. There was a helium crisis that came on, where the reserve for helium out in Amarillo, Texas, in that area, shut off. They were not supplying anymore, and not just for us. Like I said, the whole industry, the balloon industry, kind of took a hit on that, and we're still digging out of it. It's recovered where everybody can get their helium, but how much they can get and also the cost has really changed. You know, here at Maple City Rubber, we're just doing everything we can to offset those that downturn in the helium, and you know, trying to provide our customers with some alternatives to the helium usage, where they can use some air-filled products, and also different ways to use the current latex balloon without needing helium. The way that we have really been able to stay not just in business but also in a profitable business setting has been our stance of, you know, really making a high quality product and doing it with customer service that is second to none. That's what we find really important, is to keep our product as high a quality as possible and really provide excellent customer service. And that really just kind of really puts us in a position that people want to continue to work with us, continue to grow, find different avenues into the balloon industry to increase, you know, our sales, and really remain a strong, vibrant company that is doing business for the next 100 years.